PoorBoy's toy on the left, Mimsy's toy on the right. Trying to adjust the hog.
Tell me which way you can see that hog, which way it's coming up from the front. Figure it out.
Going to test it out for the first time. Fields need bush hogged really bad. Fence rows need cleaned. Fairy Tale's husband, Jesse, bush hogged for me the other day, and I come through here and mowed with the lawnmower. Get that back like grass. It all used to be cut real pretty before Hurricane Katrina. This whole clean cut. And it's been neglected over the past few years for the sake of time, and we didn't have a tractor, and we were having to hire to get it done, and it's wet. This is a real boggy area, so if you're not familiar, you get stuck real quick. Other side. And my dog's probably going to go chasing these others. So this was part of my horse's pasture and our pond down there, and it's all grown up, and hopefully PoorBoy will get this looking back like it used to back in the day. It was really pretty. The old barn needs tore down. This was my barn for the horses back in the day, and they kicked and tore walls out, and it was an old barn to start with, but it just needs really demolished and something else done if we ever get livestock again. Terry's not interested in livestock. I would like to have some cows out here, some little Dexters or something, not huge, maybe even re-fence everything. We've got new barbed wire, but that was for the horses, so I'd like to redo it and secure it. It's bad shape. You can see the ruts in the property from where Jesse came through and bush hogged a month or so ago. It's boggy. It's really boggy in areas. So hopefully we'll get this place back into shape. I can get somebody to clean these fence rows off of these popcorn trees. I may have to just take the fence up. I'd hate to do that. if I could leave my T-post all the way through, that would be grand. Then I could run up some kind of cattle fencing. This is a walk up my driveway. Our driveway is about 1,000 feet. So, and this is the top of the property. I'll turn you looking back towards the fields. You see all that has grown up. That was all clear. I had a guy come in and try to cut it down to the ground. Basically, he pruned it. But one good thing, this year, there's an elderberry in the midst of it. So when we get this cleaned off, they're gonna have to leave that elderberry. I'm not gonna let them take that down. Everything else can go. But this is entrance into the pasture. Come on, Maggie. She's meeting and greeting the neighbor's dog. New puppy. But you can see, we have almost 7 acres. And a lot of it's been unutilized for the last several years. It needs to be being worked. The pond it's more of a watering hole. Does not contain fish. It was for the horses, and the previous owner had some cows out here. And he also rented the space to people that had horses. So we added the extra fencing in because it was just old, dilapidated barbed wire, and our first horse, she got out every time you turned around, and she'd wait till late at night to do it. So we'd chase a horse down the road in the middle of the night. Looks like the hog's gonna do a good job. It's cutting pretty close. I could come in behind here with the lawnmower easily. We used to cut all of this with the lawnmower, every single bit of it, all the way up to where the house is back there and everything. And poor boy said I was wearing his mowers out, so he made me stop. And so where the house is, we had to hire a forestry mulcher to come in because it had grown up so bad before we built the house, because he wouldn't let me cut up there anymore. But it's a pretty place, especially when it's all cleaned up. When you come to the PoorBoy Homestead, this is what you see. Lots of work to be done around here. Actual homestead's in sight. And then you come around to the backyard where the back porch is. The kids have been here and the pool's hanging up on the banister. And then the garden. And this is the rest of the backyard.